Innovative content. Global audience.
Very warm Saturday to you from London, the world's capital city. Yes, it's Saturday. What are you doing today? Oh, and best Saturday, I guess. Well, for me, it's just a casual Saturday, as you can see. Yes, this is romance and relationship, where we bring you everything there is to marriage, romance, sex, dating, and of course, we'll find a way to better it all. Yesterday, I picked a topic, very interesting topic. When people want to go on first dates, there are a lot of don'ts. Do this, don't do that. Yes, today's topic is first date, the ethics of first dates. What are you to expect? What are you to think? What are you to wear? What are you to do? What are you not supposed to do? And all that paparazzi pretense and all that comes with first dates. Yes, are you supposed to kiss on your first date? Are you supposed to have sex? Or will that make you look very cheap? These are some of the issues we'll be discussing today on the show, Romance and Relationship. My name is Princess Kessy, and of course, I have with me a very beautiful girl. I call her Abuja finest and hottest, the very Duru Ugochi, Susanna. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Princess.
How are you
happy
today?
To be here.
Yes, I'm happy to have you as well. One of Abuja hottest. How is it? How is Abuja today?
Yeah, Abuja is fine and the weather is okay here.
Yes, I can see that from your face. Yes. Today's topic is first dates. Yes, first date is the initial meeting of during the process of trying to know each other. Relationship. We all know that it could be romantic settings. That thing men do if they want to impress you on the first date. They go to a very fancy restaurants or hang out to do all that paparazzi just to impress you. Now, but I'm going to ask you, Susan, to you, what is a first date?
Yeah, okay. Talking about first dates, I would simply say a first date is a place where you get to meet your spouse. Will I call it spouse or someone you're about to date?
Or about to know, because sometimes it could be. I feel like it could come with different motives, like platonic friendship,
relationship,
looking to find long-term or short-term relationships, such a partner. A lot that has to do with it. For me, though, but go ahead.
Yes, like I was saying, maybe when you want to have a relationship with someone. Like what we have in today, Nigeria, today, Africa, the world at large, like where you want to meet someone for the first time. Maybe probably you guys have been talking or you've been introduced to each other, maybe on the phone, online, and you decide to meet one-on-one for the first time. That is what I actually feel. This is the first date. So at this point, one has to be very careful because it's a sensitive moment.
Are you serious? How sensitive is
it, Susan? Okay, like you don't know what to expect. You don't know what you're going to see.
That is
you might have spoken on video call or whatever, but meeting one-on-one, it's a different thing entirely. So one has to be really careful and sensitive about it.
But don't forget also that you could meet somebody at the car wash, in church, on the bus, bus station, anywhere in the marketplace, and then you just say, okay, I like you. Can we be friends? Let me have your numbers. And the next thing they call you, let's go on a date. Now, since you already met the person before, do you still need to be careful when you're going on that proper first date?
So now, you might have, like you said, you might have met someone somewhere, you exchange number.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing has been discussed. I like you, yeah. Nothing has been discussed yet. We say when it comes to ladies move with what they hear. But men go with what they see at first. What they see at first. So whatever makes a man approach you and ask for your number, it's because of what he has seen. So these dates is going to determine if both of you are going to continue the relationship or you're going to go into relationship. You're going to continue seeing yourself. You're going to continue talking. All depends on the first date.
Wow.
That's why I said it's a sensitive moment.
Okay, so you're saying someone should be careful before going on a first date because they don't know what to expect, they don't know what to meet, of course. How careful can they be? In what aspect? Is it how they dress, what they say, or how they behave? I want you now to break it down for us to hear you very well.
All right. You need to be sensitive in the area of everything you've just mentioned. The way
Okay.
you talk, the way you dress, the way you behave. Very important. What you discuss, questions you ask. You need to be careful if this is someone you've seen and you want to continue seeing this person, or you want to go into proper relationship with this person. There are certain questions you need to ask. There are certain behavior you need to exhibit. There are certain ways you should dress on a first date. First, dressing. Because dressing in Africa, it's a very sensitive thing when it comes to ladies.
Okay.
Now, I'm coming to that details on that. When you talk about dressing, you'll be addressed depending on how you dress.
Dress.
When you're going on a first date, you should learn not to expose every part of your body.
Okay.
Yes, we say men like this, they like that, but truly and sincerely, men do not want to eat naked food.
Okay.
Every man wants his food to be covered,
Well preserved.
well preserved. Yes, you look sexy. You can wear bodycon dresses, but you want to show that figure. Yeah, you've got it. But you need to cover so many areas of your body. You don't need to expose your boobs. You don't need to expose part of your body. You need to cover up. Let the figure speak for himself.
Now,
Now,
are you saying that on the first date people should cover properly, but later they can open, or it now becomes a norm that as you're going into
yeah,
it, you have to live by the rule of the first day?
okay. Talking about the first date, like I said, wearing whatever makes you presentable is very vital.
Okay.
Now, I've made the inquiries. I know many guys, many men love their women looking more sexy. But at the first date, he hasn't known anything about you yet.
Okay.
You don't know anything about, you don't even know his likes. You don't know his dislikes.
Nice.
He does not know your like. He doesn't know your dislike. So let the first date be as normal and as simple as possible. Not too much makeup. Look more, if possible, look more natural as you can.
So no packaging at all.
No. You don't even need so much
So
packaging.
all that eyelashes, all that contacts, all
Not
that
necessary.
makeup. Okay.
Not
So
not necessary.
okay.
Not necessary. You can dress as simple as possible. Look good. Look beautiful as
So that if
you
the
always
person
do.
likes you, if they want to go ahead, they go ahead. If they don't like you, you just have to put a stop there. No expectations.
Yes.
And that means you should not go on the first date with expectations. That is what you're saying.
Looking so artificial, like I said.
All right.
So talk about the outfit. You can wear your pants not too tight, not too loose. You can wear a beautiful top. I say no to crop tops when going on the first date.
No to crop tops. Viewers, we are learning today.
Yes, no to crop tops.
Okay.
Some guys might like it. By the time you people start the relationship, he might like, baby, please wear this for me. Baby, please wear this for me. But first impression matters. You need to look as presentable as possible. Your hair should be looking well kept. Look good.
Okay.
Your makeup shouldn't be too loud.
Moderate.
Moderate, simple lipstick, nude, fine. Your shoes shouldn't be speaking to the whole world that
Okay.
this is what you do. No, look as simple as possible. Classy bag, good, perfectly.
I love
Beautiful
that because
accessories.
I'm a lover of classy bags.
Yeah, I know that already because really when you walked into the studio, I think you really do look nice.
Thank you.
So, like I was saying, behavior. Let's come to behavior.
Okay.
When you meet with a man on a first date, there are certain things you should control yourself on.
Okay.
Whatever you know you cannot afford, don't order for them, especially when you're meeting in a restaurant.
Okay.
What you cannot pay for, don't order for them.
Wow.
Be as natural as possible. Order for what you can eat, what you can drink, and those things, make sure if left behind, you can pay for them, you can afford them.
Okay.
And please, they always ask, why do ladies ask your girlfriend, it's very important. I
I
will
was
ask.
gonna come to that, but you brought it up already because that is the main issue with first dates.
Exactly. It's very vital. It's very important you ask. Because if you don't ask, it's you assume what you don't know. Are you dating yourself? You need to ask questions and let whatever you people want to start be defined.
Okay.
It's very important.
Relationship goals, set them, define. What
Exactly.
is this? What are we? What do you want? Okay.
The way you talk, make sure you, if possible, outline them on your phone. And very vital area. You're going on a first date because we Nigerians, or should I say we ladies these days, we go on a date and we end up pressing our phone all through.
So what
If
is the
possible,
essence of the date, if you ask me? Or probably the person may be shy, Susan. Once they're shy, they can't look at your face. The next thing they will have to look at their phones.
every man wants a bold woman.
Okay.
Every man wants a bold woman, except a man who is, should I use the word womanized, that you want to marry a timid girl that you can always intimidate. But a real man wants a girl who is bold, who, when he is not around, can stand up to anything.
Wow.
That's, I know.
But we still
Every
have
man.
men though. We still have men though who wants the sit at home wife, do not talk wife. When I'm around me in the room, your duty is the other room and the kitchen. We still have people like that, Susan. Talking
Yes,
about where you are from.
oh, where I am from.
Yes.
Now, I want to clarify that. When
Okay.
it comes to where I come from,
Hmm.
it used to be like that, say years past, decades in the past. But
Okay.
recently, if you go out and ask questions, every man wants first a hardworking woman,
Okay.
not a sit-at-home wife anymore, because so many men I've come in contact with has said that poverty in a family, most families that experience poverty, it's because the man decided to settle for a woman who does nothing. Look at it this way. If I'm working, my husband is doing business or he's working, and something happens, the other will support the other.
That is true.
Check on the streets. You see beautiful ladies roasting corn. Check on the street. You see beautiful ladies hawking fruits. Why? And they're married because they refuse to equip themselves when they were young. I am a fashion designer. I work with the federal government, and I don't joke with my company. This is one of the reasons I said I will not settle for less, because these days, even ladies have also learned to stand up to their rights, not to settle for less.
That is it. If you're saying, I don't want this, me too, I don't want that. So let's meet each other at the top and we'll take it from there.
Exactly. So discussions should be how to improve yourselves. This, that, but another area, please, you made mention of kissing at the first date. Yes, I'm exposed, but I come from a society where when you allow such thing to happen, the man goes home
Same you
and
as
his head will start whining like, this lady Is this how she
She's
does with every
good.
man she goes on a first date with? Not to talk of having sex on the first date. Like, I'm sorry, you
It's
don't
a
do that.
you. Okay.
You don't do that. Let your meeting, your first meeting, be mutual. You guys talk about it, talk and discuss, and
Know
we
each
go.
other. Okay.
Even on the second meeting, I don't still support the kissing and the sex. Let it come naturally over time.
In the future.
Over
When it,
time, yes.
okay,
Because
over
these men, especially African men, they
okay.
don't joke with things like that. When they go home, their brain will start. And again, they have friends. I don't know
And
if you've heard the saying that said your boyfriend friends are his special advisors.
yes. And you know that kind of thing. They might likely ask, so how was the day? Give us this, how was it? What happened? And all that. And you
And
know,
the
they
guy go
want
and the guy go up. The guy goes, yeah, this is what happened. This was what happened. And some of them like, are you serious? She
and that
kissed
is
you
where
on
they
the
will
first
start the
day.
proper analyzing of the person, and that is where they will decide whether or not you are moving forward or
And sometimes, in some cases, I want to say this for the whole world to hear. In some cases, some guys are actually jealous of their fellow guys.
okay.
When
You
they
know,
see this guy has gotten a good woman, they tend to spoil it.
okay.
Some of them go home and they think, oh, why is he the one having this kind of a girl? Hardworking, she has everything, she's so determined to achieve something good. Oh, why is he the one always having this? They go ahead to spoil this lady. Some of them come behind to talk to her. I've had an experience like that where my guy's friend come behind to say so many things about him. And he never believed me when I told him because they live in the same house. So we had issues. He left, after a while, say 6, 7 months, he came back. Why did you come back? That he has found out that what I told him was true. No, I just told him that I've moved on.
Mm.
I can't come back. If
Sad for
if if, if you plan to spend the rest of your life with me, you should be able to believe me when I tell you something, because your future is also my future.
trust.
So I told him that like the whole thing went bizarre. Like I don't want to have anything to do with this. And at the end of the day, I found out that the same guy, after we had issues, he confronted his friend about what he told me, and he said I was the one trying to put enmity between two of them. He decided to give my guy his younger sister, which never worked out. They started removing him.
Wow.
So at the end of the day, he came back, and I said, I'm sorry. I cannot. If you're doing this right now, I don't know what will happen in future.
The future.
So, building future together, very important. And guys should be sensitive enough to know who loved them among his friends. If you want to be with this lady, believe her, trust her, build her, develop her, invest in her. And you'll see everything will be fine. So, back to our first date discussion. Behavior, discussions. I know too many questions will be popping into people's head, like, what are we going to be talking about? Please ask him questions, especially the ladies. It's women that suffer in marriage or in relationship. Please
So
ask
you should do
questions.
more of the talking. Ask, know the things you want to. You need to
Yes, don't be shy. Don't be scared. The least he can do is go home and say he does not want anymore. It's fine. But please ask questions. Whatever question you know is important. Ask him what happened in his previous relationship. If he says he's no longer there, what happened? Ask questions and get clarified and define whatever you want to start. It's very important it's defined so that you don't assume.
You don't just assume, or you don't be in relationship all by yourself, and at the
All
end,
by
you say,
yourself.
"You broken my heart, oh, I'm dying."
You know what that is? You date yourself. Or you're there thinking you're dating. Like most of these pranks they do these days, I think I'm actually finding it really interesting. You love your boyfriend? Yeah. Okay, could you call him? Put a call across to him.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me you're pregnant and let's know what happens. Then at the end of the day, the guy, no, you don't do this. Please, I'm not your. Do you know some of them? You call them, they'll ask, do you know who is Susan? They say no. Babe, you've been dating yourself.
You have been in a relationship all by yourself.
All
Yes,
by yourself.
viewers, this is romance and relationship, but we'll talk about marriage, relationship, dating, and everything that leads to two people coming together. You should, like she said, you need to, when you go on the first date, define the dates, define what you're doing, ask questions. They say, hey, person when he ask questions, not a miss road or not a lost road.
So,
You need to ask questions. You need to be sure of what you are getting into. Is this a long term? What do you want? Is it short term? Is sexual partner just a friend? From then later, people get to know that this is what I want or this is what I don't want. Now you didn't talk about but food. Let's go there because these are some of the issues that the men are using to to press us the ladies very well. So I want us to talk about that, the food. You see a lot of girls, they will go with their friends, and the men eventually these days they will buy and not buy for the other girl, or they will just fill the bills of these ladies. Or sometimes even the ladies, they tend to order more than what they can eat.
yes.
Sometimes they order so much, or I want that, I want it. How important it is for somebody, the manner when it comes to food, how should you carry yourself? Because a lot of girls are not doing it as if though they don't have food at home, which the men are not using against our gender. This is something I want you to throw more light on.
Okay. Talking about an invitation for a first date. Sincerely, I really want to sound this as a warning to ladies. It's so wrong. It's so wrong that you are invited for a date and you're coming with your friend. A first date. Sometimes I see this thing and I laugh. If I'm the guy who invited you for a date and you come with your friend, I will go straight to date your friend.
Really, Susan?
Yes, to get at you, because you shouldn't do that.
Wow.
Yes, because I don't know why this is just us. We're about starting something, except you are not serious with your life. I would say with your life, because if you're ready for a serious date, you want to get into a relationship with someone, I see no reason why you're called out for a date and you're coming out with your friend. To do what? To help you decide if you want to date him?
Or maybe for security reasons, don't you think?
Security, you're having a date outside. You're not having it, okay, now, not in his house, because bringing your friend to his house is
I was going to go to that anyway, that when we're having first date, where should it be a proper first date? At home,
why should it be his house?
open at night, in the evening, morning, afternoon. These are some of the issues we need to take home today.
I don't even see why a first date should be outside.
Okay.
It should be in an open place. And I don't see how he's going to kidnap you when you have an open date, like you have a sit out outside. He's not going to hurt you. So you should be able to stand on the ground like we're having it outside.
Okay.
And coming with your friend, it's totally wrong. I'm not in support of that.
Okay.
Now, trying to order for food you cannot afford is so wrong. Eat your food in the house. Eat, cook in your house. Eat, come out, order for normal. If it's snacks, even if you want to eat food, fine, but eat moderately. You don't need to come and show the whole world that this is how you behave in your house. Don't come and expose your family.
Table manners, right?
Yes. Then you can start your discussion. Like I said, I always hammer at ask questions, please. Don't fail to ask questions. Very important. But inviting your friend on a first date, no, totally wrong. And guys, please, pardon me, forgive me when I said, if she comes out with her friend, date her friend, please don't do that. That was just on a lighter note.
Okay, Susan. So you did say they should ask questions on the first date. Now, apart from the ex, a lot of people don't want that discussion. When we talk about the ex discussion, they don't want to bring that up. Probably the last one was a way they don't want to go back to a memory they don't want to reminisce on. But what are some of other questions we can ask on a first date?
Like, asking where he comes from, asking the family background. It's not bad, especially when you guys have spoken for like few minutes.
Okay.
asking of family background, very important. Like I come from Igbo land, and for me in particular, I'm scared of where we have too many women in the family.
Why?
You don't know. Women, I know I can actually curtail with them because I'm a friendly person, I'm a lovable person. But when you
Okay.
have too many women, there will be basbos, left, right, center. They will allow you to have peace with your brother. Igbo. I'm an Igbo girl. I'm not trying to be. I'm from Igbo land and I know what I'm saying. The basbos, you will expect it from different ladies, left, right, center. This one might like you, the other one doesn't like you, the other one has to influence the other one to hate you too. You know, ladies, the way we behave, I just wish ladies can come together and love themselves. I just wish so. So
Yes, and
questions to
you're
be asked.
fighting for is really
Yes.
sad.
And you need to know his number in the family, what he does for a living. Very important.
Important. That one, I was gonna go there. Yes, so no,
Oh, Jesus. My phone
your
don't off.
phone,
Sandra has killed you.
okay.
Sandra, you have killed me. Oh.
What happened, Susan? Okay, Susan have a little issues there. She's going to join us definitely. Yes, I was going to ask her about what the person, what you do for a living. These are some of the things you should ask on a first date. What do you do for a living? Yes, I know we know that a lot of people package, and I even love the fact she did say that people should be moderate in everything, your food, whatever your clothes, the makeup, especially the ladies. Now we're talking about more today about our ladies. A lot of people want to go on a date and the next thing you're wearing one very high shoe, you're wearing this, you're wearing that, speaking all kind of phone, all kind of grammar, going there to buy food, pick food you cannot afford on a norm. If this is food you cannot afford, why do you want to go for that food? No, there's something called integrity and class in every woman. I think this is where it comes in. When you go to a date, sometimes me for instance, most time when I go on a date, what I tell people is that okay, bottle water we do, or maybe soft drink, and then if you insist I must eat something, there's snacks we do. I don't necessarily need to buy food or the meat or that, bring all my friends just to show that yes, I am on a date, or I'm going on a date, or I'm here to impress who. And another thing is she did talk about the way you dress, your manner when you walk in, what you should eat, how you should eat is very important. Don't eat as if you've not eaten for 100 years. We're not saying you should pretend, but sometimes there's a saying that says that first impressions matters a lot, and this is where it comes in. People will judge you by what they see first. That is it. Men actually move by what they see. So what they see, that is what they will judge you based on. They will tell you, oh, the lady that was eating anyhow, she just walked in, she just no. Be yourself, be moderate. All that eyelashes, all that makeup, just be little, and then that you're good to go. And you don't necessarily need to go there and be talking outside points. No, ask the basic questions. Okay, she did say something that I love that. If you want to go on the first day, write them down so that you know go there, go fumble. Or when they ask what you're not supposed to ask. What do you do for a living? Very important. She was going to throw light on that before our phone went off. What do you do for a living? We need to know. And even the men, we're not saying just the ladies, the men, you need to ask the women because, okay, she made a very important point. These days, you go out, you see women roasting corn, beautiful women hawking, selling, everybody's hustling. All hands must be on deck. You can't leave it for your husband alone, feeling, oh, he's the man. We know that the men will always be the head, talking about Africa, Nigeria, where we're from, but you have to be a support system to that man. We're not saying you should pay all the bills. No, you can't do that. You're the wife, but you have to be a strong support system. Sometimes the men are weak. Sometimes it's hard for them. At that point, they have a shoulder to lean on. That is why we're here as women to support. And that is why every woman, as the men will, this is for both parties or genders. You should ask, what do you do for a living? And where is your office at? Because people they lie, people they package. When it comes to relationship, people package a lot. People pretend a lot to be who they are not. So you need to ask all these things. You can do your background checking on your own, and then to find out if it's okay, I'm working at this office, this area. Do your checking as well to know whether or not they are telling the truth. And another thing is that find a way to like ask when the discussion is becoming very interesting. Talk about their family. Where are you from? What number are you in your family? How many siblings do you have? What I was going to ask as well. We'll talk about a religion. It is very, very key. And not because I'm bringing a religious bigot or whatever, but because it's better. I know the society where we're from. A lot of people will tell you, "Oh, I'm a Christian. I can't marry a Muslim. I can't marry a pagan. Or I'm a Muslim. I can't marry a Christian. I can't marry a pagan." For that reason, let's know immediately. You should ask the person, "What is this?" And that is after you've asked the main question, which is, "What do you want? What do you want for us? Is it a long term? Is it a short term? Is it platonic friendship? Is it, such a partner?" Of course, you have people like that. We live in an advanced world. So when you have decided on that, you can now know the questions to ask. And number one question is, what is your genotype? Don't don't miss that one at all. Because whether or not you say is a short term, is a long term, we don't want to hear issue of pregnancy at the end of the day and you people don't have a fitting genotype. That would be a disaster. That would be problem, trouble. And for that reason, you should ask the people, what is your genotype, where you are from, who are your siblings, how many siblings do you have, where do you work, what is your religion, what are your likes, what are your dislikes. And then after all this, I did ask Ogechi, is it okay to kiss on the first date? And she said, is it no, because she is an African and she know what that means. So African man, they will term you as being loose. Not all of them, but majority of where we're from. They feel like as a woman, you should have some, and they feel that is a way of saying, okay, I'm reserved. For that reason, you should know what not to do, what to do on a first date. And now when we talk about first dates, people also don't know that you can't, like she said that already. I just want to throw light on that. You can't go to their homes. Is a no. You don't go to people's houses to go and say, okay, I am in there. I think I would trust this guy. I think I trust this babe. Let me go to their homes. No, it is not a good idea. If you're intending to go into a relationship, to be with somebody, to date them or to marry them, you should able have some respect of taking them out. We have a lot of cool places in town, no matter where you live. Hang out, and please don't go there middle of the night that you're going on a first date. We live in a world where people is not sometimes not what they are. People change, people pretend, people might just want to get into you for one reason or the other. So for this reason, you need to make sure you go to an open place, a normal fast food where people are much. So when you finish, everybody will go their way peacefully. And from there, you can take it up. I was going to ask Ogechi as well, how many days do we need to have before we say, okay, it's convenient for you to go to the person's house? How many days do we need to have before you say it's convenient for us to have our first kiss? You know that first kiss? Yes, it's very important. And how many days do we need to have before you say, okay, the first sex? That is if you agree. Mutual understanding. That is where it comes in. If you don't agree on the sex, do not go into that, because sex is a two-way thing. You have to have that understanding, know what you're going into. Most importantly, you don't just go into sex because a child could come out, something else could come out of it. So this is kind of consummation, but that is for marriage. So since you're just dating, if you know you don't want to go into that, but if you agree to go, is an understanding. If you agree to go into sex, make sure there's an understanding of, okay, this is how we do it, this is how we do it, or at what points of trying to go into the relationship. How many dates do you need to have before you go into a relationship? These are some of the issues. Well, we'll go on a quick break. When I return, we'll talk about more dates. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this break.
SR TV. Innovative content. Global audience.
It's politics time on SR TV with your one and only host, Dr. Chris.
We all must be part of the governance. So join Daddy Chris every day 8 p.m. to dissect on the political situation in Nigeria.
Hello viewers, you're welcome back from that quick break. This is Romance and Relationship. Yes, I had a guest earlier, Duru Ogochukwu Ogechi. She said quite a lot. Yes, what to do on the first date, what not to do on the first date. She was specifically talking to the women. Maybe I did a little, partial today. I would have brought a guy as well so that the guys will tell the guys also, guys. Okay, she did say that if I am a guy and I invite you for a date and you come with your friend, I'm going to leave you and go with your friend. Since you are coming to showcase your friend. And I'm like, really? Wow. So, ladies, let's learn from what she said. That once you're going on a first date, please make sure that you don't. The highlight of today's show, what you should take home, do not do extravagant makeup. Do not wear too much accessories, clothes, look as if you're going for a show or whatever. Just go as if you go, just be normal. People will always, person that wants to love you will love you regardless. Even if I've seen person that was at the hospital having a toothache, the face was swollen. Somebody said, I like this pain. So people will always love you for who you are, not what you actually are. So let's do away with all that. We're not saying you shouldn't look good. Be moderate in everything. Your makeup, your hair, your shoe, your clothes. And Ogechi said a point that men do not like uncovered food. Men do not like unpreserved food. Please, they like anything that is reserved. Dress well the way you want to be addressed. Don't look too, open and exposed. And then she did talk about don't go with your friends. Eat what you can afford, just in case, and go with money as well. She didn't say that, but I'm just adding that tip. Anywhere I go to, if I'm going on a first date, I go. Even if I'm leaving my house to see anybody, I go with money. No matter whether or not you're coming to drop me, I'm driving myself. I used to carry my money just in case of emergency. You don't have to be stranded. Good may find get this stranded. So when you're going on this date, these are some of the tips you should follow. You should know that, okay, I'm going on a date and I will carry money just in case of anything. I'll pay, I'll buy my way out and all that. So some of the tips here says, don't go with your friends, eat what you can afford, smell nice. Please, ladies, smell really nice. Don't go there and the person is uncomfortable. Even the guys, please, you need to smell nice. For me, that is the first catch for me. Once I come close to you, yes, we decide whether we want to stay for that date or not. So please, you have to smell nice. Dress appropriately. Offer compliments. Yes. What does that mean? To offer compliments, don't be chasey. Sometimes the person just puts a smile. Even if you don't want to. Smile, of course, is a compliment as well. Don't frown too much. Like, even if you don't like the person, that is what we're trying to say. Make sure you pretend, just smile. Of course, every human being is unique in their own way. So for that reason, try and be friendly. Just smile, at them. Smile back. Don't panic. When you go on that day, don't panic. You go and then you're frightened. Oh, I don't know what to say. Let me not go and say what will put me into trouble. What if I say something I'm not supposed to say? No, just be yourself. And of course, don't tell lies. Number one, don't say I'm this and you are not. Because if you tell a lie tomorrow, what if the person really likes you and they want to come for you? So that means you have to keep covering that lie. And a foundation that is built on lies, what happened? Cannot stay. That is what we're saying. So don't tell lies. Be truthful. If you know you're from Ajegule, say I'm from Ajegule with full chest. If you know this is your house at the right time, or this is that street that nobody wants to go, is Waterloo, that is where I'm from. So if they love you, they will have to go there with you. That is the essence of love, to share with the people you love. We did say ask questions, be yourself, walk majestically, just don't be too, even though we know that maybe you are the kind of person that wants to do things, I'm in a haste, I don't have time, just be calm because it's a date. Be calm, and of course, be there on time. This is one of it. Be there on time. Don't go there late, because the person will see that this person will have a date. Why is the person late? So they judge you by what they see on the first day. So make sure you go there on time. And another one, build your confidence when you go there. Yes, don't be panic. I said that before. And of course, if possible, take a walk from that place. So it's not necessarily first date is not necessarily about eating, drinking, you eat so much you even forget what to say. No, sometimes you could just do water, soft drink. Like, okay, she said something I really love, that eat before you go, so that even if you see things when we say your mind day, because of your belly don't full, you just package yourself. Yes, so you take a walk. If it's a park, if it's a fast food, just go outside, stretch your legs, that will help as well. Yes, so these are some of the things. Put your phone away. Okay, she said that as well. That's one of the tips. You have to put your phone away. Don't go on. What's the essence of going on a date when you are not bold enough to look at the person? Because that is the path, that is the point where you get to meet them. Look into their eyes, whether they're lying or not, because some people lie, even they'll still lie looking at your face, but then try and be bold. Okay, she did say that every man of this day, like this time, men wants lady that are bold, that when they are not there, the lady can stand up on behalf of their men. That is what men want. They don't want that sit-at-home lady that can't take care of things for them. That they want a woman that is bold enough to hold on, stand still, whether or not they are there. So that is the reason you should have some confidence. Put your phone away. Avoid inappropriate topics. Don't bring topics, something that don't have anything to do with the two of you. Don't bring football, especially men telling me about the ball you watched yesterday, Barcelona or whatever. No, talk about the two of you. Where are you from? What are you like? What are your dislike and all that? What colors do you like? These things, when it's your birthday, they should know these important things. If they are in school or anywhere, where is your school? What level are you? Okay, you're studying mass communication. Why did you pick that course? You get to know their passion, things they like and things they don't like. And then before you know, you get to know them and you decide whether or not you want to be with these people. Yes, these are some of the dating tips we have for you today. We do hope that this will help you. Yes, when you want to go on that date, please make sure you take this seriously, because it is the dating that is where it starts from. The dating, when we talk about relationship, we talk about marriage, we talk about friendship. A first date is the initial meeting during the dating process of two individuals, in which an effort is made to ask each other questions, plan a potential relationship or sexual partnership, or anything you want to do, long term or short term. But please make sure you take these tips seriously. The things you should do, the things you should not do. Yes, that would be a good place to wrap up the show. I know some people, I know somebody have a date today, because normally Saturdays are for dates. People work and it's only Saturday and Sunday they have time. So a lot of people do have dates today. So just before you go on that date, make sure you watch this program again and write them down, like, okay, she did say, so that when you go on the date, you don't go there and fumble, but do the right thing. And please, be careful as well. We have a lot of people are out there pretending to be who they are not. For that reason, you have to be careful. Go to the place that is open enough, and you have to be keep going on dates before you can trust this person. When you have doing your findings and you're checking and to know that they're true, they are working there, they are this and they're that. Go on your social media. Before I go, don't forget, go there. Social media is one place you can use to trace people, whether or not they're telling you the truth or they're lying. They are, because it's been there. Check through the social media, the days, the activities, and you get to know whether they are telling you the truth or they are lying. This will help you to, when you're going on a date, this will help you to know the things you should know and, of course, things you should not do as well. May yours truly, Princess Kessy. Before I go, don't forget to follow us on our social media handles, Twitter, now X, yes, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Hit on the notification bell, invite somebody to the page. Love, like, and share. And of course, leave us with your comments. We'd love to hear from you as well. It's Saturday, one best Saturday. Yes, for me, it's Kadra and Work Saturday. Do take care of yourself. Remember, peace is priceless. And of course, be on water and be nice to the next person as well. See you again on the show, Romance and Relationship, next week.
SR TV.